Our season does not end until we get a significant amount of rain, which for Southern California might be a little while. We do have some rain chances around the Bay Area. We'll definitely take it. We'd like to share some of it with SoCal. Let's take a look at the big picture perspective here. And while the offshore winds were very strong today, it's not going to be as breezy tomorrow, as the feature that's been really squeezing the atmosphere, the storm system over the Four Corners region, is going to be sliding farther and farther away. And the calm weather will stick around as we finish the work week. And it looks like it's going to continue all the way into the weekend. Saturday and Sunday bring a mix of clouds and sunshine. And then we have those rain chances are going to be heading our way early next week. But in the short term, it's still dry. It is still breezy. The winds are gusting up over 30 miles an hour, and we have current relative humidity levels in the 15 to 20% range in some of the driest locations in the East Bay and the North Bay. Those numbers go up slightly overnight. It's not really going to be the humidity recovery that helps us out overnight. It's going to be the winds continuing to diminish, again dying down to about 5 to 10 miles an hour as that red flag warning expires Thursday morning at 7 o'clock. As we go through the day, it is still going to be very dry, not nearly as breezy. And then by tomorrow night, we'll start to see those humidity levels climbing to a greater extent, and that, even in the absence of any shower activity until Sunday night and Monday, is going to add a little bit of moisture to those very crispy, dry fire fuels. It is not the same scenario, though, for Southern California. I want to take a look at the fire weather risk for Southern California. It's at my feet here. The yellow shaded area is an elevated fire threat. Orange is the worst category, and then red is extremely critical, and that's exactly what they've had for parts of Ventura and Los Angeles counties today. Tomorrow, the situation is fractionally better. We remove the red from the map, the worst category, but still that orange category indicates an elevated fire risk, especially in the hills to the north of Los Angeles, something we're going to have to watch carefully over about the next 24 hours for that part of the state. Now, we needed some rain, so let's bring in our map on the floor and talk about the next chance of rain headed our way, which isn't going to amount to much as we head into the weekend. Technically, there is a chance that heads our way late Saturday and into Saturday night. We have to look at the North Bay here, and really most of it just misses us. There are some forecast models that try to push that a little bit farther into the North Bay, but it would be a minimal rainmaker for us on Saturday. The better chance is going to arrive Sunday night into Monday, and that's going to show up in a big splotch of green here on the map as that moves quickly across the Bay Area overnight Sunday night into the first half of the day on Monday. It looks like it's going to be producing about 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 inch of rain on a widespread basis, and again, it's something where we'll take every drop that we can get. While we're waiting on it to arrive, here's a look at tomorrow's forecast high temperatures, which are going to be about 2 to 4 degrees above normal once again, ranging from the low to mid 70s for most inland locations, including 75 degrees in San Jose, low to mid 70s east of the Oakland Hills, and mostly low 70s around the Bay as well. The cool spots will be along the coast in the mid to upper 60s, but even those numbers are about 2 to 4 degrees above normal. Another one of the warmer spots around Healdsburg getting up into the mid 70s by tomorrow afternoon. As we head through the weekend, our temperatures are gradually going to return to closer to what's normal for this time of year. So let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. We'll start with inland parts of the Bay Area where temperatures are going to drop down into the 60s by early next week, mid 60s even, with that good chance of showers on Monday, primarily in the morning, but the timing on that's still somewhat up in the air, something we'll continue to refine as we get closer to early next week. Temperatures around the Bay also drop over the weekend and stay in the middle portion of the 60s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. There's another chance maybe of a couple showers headed our way Wednesday night into Thursday of next week, but that is just beyond the scope of the 7-day forecast. Right now, we're kind of focused on that Monday opportunity for at least some light rain, even if it's not going to be a heavier event associated with any kind of atmospheric river. Not anytime soon, Ryan?
We'll take it. All right, thanks, Paul.